All right, let's talk virality. Ever feel like you're just throwing content at a wall and praying something sticks? Well, today we're swapping out the guesswork for a blueprint. We're going to break down the actual science, the engineering, of what makes a video explode in 2025. So let me ask you this, and be honest. You spend weeks, maybe even months on a video. You pour your heart into it, you hit publish, and then you watch the analytics and you see this massive, soul-crushing drop-off right at the beginning. Why? What is happening in those first 5 seconds? The reason, and I'm just going to be blunt here, is that your hook is probably broken. The way you're starting your videos is built on an old model that just doesn't work anymore. It's like trying to play a brand new video game on a computer from the 90s. It's just not going to run. Okay, so let's get into the anatomy of what actually works today. That classic, hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about, that's a certified retention killer. It's over. In 2025, your entire video lives or dies in the first 15 seconds. And it all boils down to one incredibly powerful psychological trigger. And that trigger is called the curiosity gap. Seriously, this is the engine behind every viral video you've seen recently. Your job in the first few seconds is not to introduce yourself. It's to open a loop in the viewer's brain, to create a question so compelling that they feel an almost physical itch they have to scratch by watching the rest of your video. So how do we actually do this? Well, the most successful videos right now are using one of 3 main patterns. First, there's the yes but hook. You start with something the viewer totally agrees with, and then you pull the rug out from under them. Like, you think you know how to brew coffee, but everything you're doing is wrong. See? Then there's the foresight hook, where you flash a 1-second clip of the most insane moment of the video right at the beginning. And my favorite, cognitive dissonance. You smash 2 ideas together that just don't make sense, like, I built a 5-star luxury hotel using only a $50 budget. The brain literally can't process it, and it has to stick around for the answer. Now here's the most critical part. These hooks, they aren't just clever psychological tricks for humans, they are precisely the signals that the algorithm is programmed to look for. When you nail the hook, you're not just grabbing a viewer's attention. You are literally feeding the algorithm exactly what it wants. And this is a huge shift in strategy. The old way was all about keywords, trying to treat the platform like a search engine. The new playbook, it's all about viewer satisfaction, period. A killer 5-second hook that delivers on its promise will crush old-school SEO every single time. And asking for a subscribe before you've even provided any value, yeah, that's a thing of the past. And here's why it works, mechanically speaking. A great hook directly juices the metrics that the algorithm obsesses over. It spikes your early retention. You should be aiming to keep over 70% of your audience past that first crucial minute. A high retention rate creates what we call high engagement velocity, a super fast burst of likes, comments, and shares right after you post. That's the signal, the big flashing light to the algorithm that says, hey, people love this, push it out to more people. Okay, we've got the mechanics down, but how do you use this without just, ripping off other people's videos? Well, here's the secret. Stop copying topics. Start copying patterns. You take a proven viral framework and you apply it to your own unique niche, your own unique idea. Just look at this. This is a perfect example. This isn't just a topic. It's a whole narrative engine in one sentence. It takes something familiar, my city, and combines it with a super high-stakes, fascinating tool, AI simulation, and then adds a deeply emotional outcome. The result was horrific. This is an absolute masterclass in taking a pattern and making it your own. And let's break down why this specific format works so well. It's layering multiple triggers. It hits our fascination with the future, that's foresight. It feels personal and relevant because it uses localism, and it grabs our primal attention with visual fear. Now, it's definitely hard to pull off, but if you do, the potential to turn this into a whole series is just massive. Okay, here's another format that is absolutely blowing up, the first-person POV documentary. Just read that title. Right away, you get a sense of danger, of exclusivity, of being shown something you're not supposed to see. It's not just a story, it's an invitation into a forbidden world. The power here is tapping into 2 really core human desires. First, forbidden curiosity. We are all wired to want to know what's behind the curtain. And second, immersion. We want to feel like we're there, experiencing it alongside the creator. This format just perfectly satisfies that need for a raw, unfiltered experience. So knowing what to do is half the battle, but let's flip it around and talk about what not to do. Think of these as the 4 deadly assassins of virality, the mistakes that will absolutely sabotage your video before it even has a chance. Number 1, animated logos and slow, rambling intros. They're the single biggest killer of viewer retention. Just cut them out. Number 2, getting obsessed with keywords instead of telling a good story. You are making a film, not a search engine entry. Number 3, bad audio. People will forgive a shaky camera, but they will click away instantly if they can't hear you clearly. And finally, number 4, asking people to like and subscribe in the first minute. You haven't earned it yet. Deliver the value first. But listen, if you only take one single thing away from our entire conversation today, let it be this. All those other mistakes, they're bad, but they are nothing compared to the biggest mistake of all, completely ignoring the power, the potential, and the absolute undeniable necessity of mastering those first 15 seconds. So now you have the blueprint, you get the psychology, you understand the mechanics, you know the patterns. The only real question left is, what's your next hook going to be?